AI will take over the world and take all of our jobs, probably those people will not engage with this product. However, when you go to an astrologist, you go and then you don't go for a few years. This product is built that you can communicate with it daily. I use it very frequently. So the plus of this product is that, yeah, you can have it for literally making your dietary habits, improving your dietary habits, understanding yourself better. Sometimes we have challenges on a weekly level, and calling constantly an astrologer and paying, because astrologers cost, well, good astrologers cost a lot of money. And this is much more affordable, allowing you to have this guidance on a daily level.
Mm-hmm. And just quickly, when you mentioned dietary, so what aspects does it cover? Is it just, you said self-improvement, so how does it work?
Since it's built on astrology, and astrology considers everything from your natal chart, you as a human, from what is good in your career, relationships, health, karmic lessons in this life from previous life. They're a wide range. However, it's also included a lot of data sets on various information existent in the world. Therefore, if you would ask it, okay, for example, what I said, I need to make a consistent exercise routine. Tell me what would be with my natal chart, and also my energy levels and my hormonal change, since I'm a woman and I go through cycles. And it gave me a great plan, actually, that aligns with my natal chart, aligns with my cycle, and with my energy levels, that 1 week I should walk and another week I should lift weights. And yes, we can get that through other. For that, for example, if you want to go to a human, you have to go to a nutritionist, an astrologist, and another third person that understand even cycles, or the nutritionist needs to be a woman. So, yeah. Hi.
Pleasure to see you again. I have two questions. What have you learned from those 400 beta testers? Are there maybe some specifics, any feedback? And the second one would be, like, considering where you currently are in the product and the business development, what are the next steps? Ask for something, or what is that is missing for you to move on?
Good question. So in the 6 weeks, we've learned a lot. And why we did a very soft launch with not too much promotion is because we wanted to see what are our faults before sort of ringing all the bells. Hey, here we are. This is a new product. Try it all. And what we've learned is that, okay, some people, because you do have 3 free credits before you sign up and gain more. And we actually realized that people don't really understand that. So we enhanced the user flow and built extra pop-ups and feature sets that will improve that engagement. So that's a big, learning curve for us. Another thing, we saw how quickly it spreads without us promoting it because of the referrals, and how quickly it spread in the US, which is such a faraway market. So that was exciting for us. What are the next steps? The next steps is to complete all this knowledge. And next week, I'm going to Vipassana, where I will meditate on all this quite 10 days. And marketing, more promotion. Our next step, since we resolved some technical issues with payment processing, which was an important factor, and we actually have a few conversions already. Next steps is to promote more, build a higher community, the strategic partnerships that I mentioned, and move towards building a mobile app, and then further on the extra features that I mentioned, like predictive astrology. What would make all that faster is, of course, funding. So.
My hand up.
but I'm seeing the clock and I want my turn. Thank you, Steph. I have a question for you about revenue. So you say that your average purchase price is $20. How did you come to that average? And how are you seeing, conversions with the 400 beta testers or intent to purchase?
Okay, so how did we make the average purchase value is by observing the competitors and our packages. So we have from $7 to $50. Some highly engaged users will go for the $50 one. Some will go for the $7 one. Some will purchase more and more. It's a prediction. We'll obviously have a more concrete numbers with some time. So yes, by combining our analysis of our competition and of our prices. Here I've showed the conversion rates, and for now, with our 400 something, we have 3 conversion rates. So which is, just to emphasize again, 0 promotion, 0 optimization of the conversions or of the product. Therefore, we're already at 1%. So these numbers are very much attainable and very much aligned with the market size. And with this product, sure, people that are into astrology, they love it. But people who are into personal development, they'll also use it because we have 3 levels of tools speaking to you. It can be modern daily simple language, or it can be more towards the expert astrology level. I'm sorry, Alexandra. You can, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We move on now. So the next startup, that's Hexavera and Tiana Naprata. Tiana, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Mhm. So try to imagine a production facility, machines running, products being made, employees working in perfect sync. Or so it seems. Behind this scene lies a hidden chaos. It's wasted time, missed opportunities, and inefficiencies that bleed money every single day. Take Freecom as an example. During the summer, naturally, their ice cream line needs more employees, while their fruits, vegetables, and frozen dough line slow down. So instead of redistributing underutilized workforce from slower lines to ice cream, they hire additional seasonal workers. And it costs them more, not only in paychecks, but in onboarding, training, compliance, and more. This problem isn't unique to Freecom, it's global. Companies are using outdated systems that can't tell them there is a better way. So they fail to answer important questions, like where are we wasting resources? How can we better use our existing workforce? How can we prepare for what's coming next? These are the questions that keep managers up at night, and these are the ones that Hexavera answers. Here's the real kicker. It's not just headaches for HR, it's profit drain. In companies with hundreds and thousands of employees, these inefficiencies scale into millions lost. Hexavera changes everything. We don't just track time and attendance, we use AI to build a smarter way to work. By predicting staffing needs, identifying early warning signs of potential issues, and optimizing resource allocation so that we could save time and money. And it's not just predictions, we are integrating smoothly into companies' existing HR software, ERP systems, payroll, SCADA, MES, and more. We make workforce management smarter, faster, and more efficient. We are starting at Balkans, where we have no real competitor. The phase 2 is European market after conducting comprehensive research on the market, establishing partnerships, adapting to regulations, compliance, and more. And 5 years after launching MVP, we plan to scale to North American market, where these kind of solutions are highly valued and worth at least 5 times more. Our global competitors are built on legacy systems. These systems are processing data slowly. They struggle with customization and integrations, and they fail to answer important questions, to give important insights to their clients.
Hexavera, on the other hand, is built from scratch after years of researching those problems. We are a team of software engineers with expertise in building complex and scalable systems, and with expertise in working with time attendance and access control systems for over a decade. We know which problems our clients face, and we know how to solve them. We have already made an impact with Freecom. For the last 3 years, we have worked with our teams, and we succeeded in optimizing their workflow. So we got word of mouth, and next in line are big names like Mercator and Ledo, which are waiting for Hexavera to officially launch. We are currently looking for 150K investment so that we could finalize UI and data processing services, conduct rigorous testing, and build sales teams so that we could expand our client base. The right time to act is now, because companies are now more than ever are under pressure to work smarter, not harder. The need for smarter workforce management isn't a trend, it's a necessity. Hexavera isn't just a software, it's the future of workforce management. By helping companies adapt, optimize, and be more efficient, we are not just solving problems, we are creating opportunities. Thank you very much.
Hello. I have a question about the actual product, because we haven't seen it. How does it integrate with existing tools? In what way? And subscription packages. But we are currently adapting it to our market because it's not the same as European American, because prices are completely different. So it is by number of employees, modules, and there are additional costs in terms of installation of the system, in terms of integrations, additional development, additional custom reports, and custom KPIs to track by that workforce optimization.
Thank you for your presentation. If I understood you correctly, Freecom is your first client from the Balkans. Okay, and what is the pricing for the Balkans, and what is your general revenue so far?
We'll know that tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Currently, it depends if they buy it annually, if they, sign a contract, a 3-year contract with us. Currently, it's 6.5 euros per employee. But I think it's prone to changes, and we have a mentor, and we'll find out about that tomorrow if it's correct prediction based by market research. Currently, Freecom is our test user. They allow us this year. We have a deal with them, this year and the next one is completely free for them because they let us in their system. We tested it in their system. We have, their data and everything. We just had to make a deal, a good deal, so that we can do that.
La la la. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, Diana, thank you very much. I see that you have amazing presentation skills. I would say that in your startup journey, you're just in the beginning, but I see a great potential. And next time we meet and you pitch, I would like to see more numbers. So you promise that?
I agree.
Okay, so how much better, how much faster, how much cheaper than the competition? Yeah, okay. That type of numbers. But
Do you want mine?
oh, it's the blue one. I want the pink one. Okay, so but let's focus on what you have now. So it's an amazing thing, but I'm trying to figure it out, like the scalability of this. So what did you learn from Freecom? What are the biggest insights you have? Let's focus on that.
Well, the first thing that is most important, I've tried to present the how big the problem is, and they have a big problem. They're currently the situation in our market is that the industry leader struggle with those customization integrations. They overpromised. And that puts HRs, administration, and managers in a really difficult position. They're in problem because they signed a contract with someone, putting their name on it. That product entered the company, and they are the one responsible for it. And it failed. We came with a rescue, basically. And the biggest insight is that there are a lot of problems they are facing with. HRs are working 1/3 of month only in resolving problems in terms of leave management, shift management, mistakes that happened. So it is a lot of time, a lot of time to just resolve something bad that happened. It doesn't have to be that way because payroll can be done in a click if you do it correctly. If you integrate with systems you said you integrate with correctly. So days could be resolved with one click, days of work. So I think that is the biggest problem and the most important insight we got, because we succeeded in solving those problems. And about a problem with legacy systems, you have a problem where if you don't build something from scratch correctly, it's very tough to make changes to it. If you had some custom, how should I say it? request from your client, and you have a legacy systems, it's difficult to make that change, because in the code you get to some point where this is contradictory to what they asked for.
Okay, I just came from school because I was substituting one teacher. So when I say that the student knows enough, then I just cut them off. So yeah, I understand. What I wanted to understand is my question was, did you learn from your client? And I see you did. So that's a good one.
Now I have two. I can take this one. I just have a quick question, and thank you for the presentation. It was lovely.
Thank you.
And this is your first, like with me listening to this one. Why first Europe and then US? If you said that the US market is bigger, maybe.
Honestly, because Freecom is part of Nomad Group, because a lot of our companies here are part of some group that is from Europe, and it's a great start. It's a great start before entering North American market, because I think these kind of systems exist. There is a need for these kind of systems in American market. There is a much bigger need than here, and this is the great market to test it before going to the market with a lot of competitors, even if those competitors that we researched aren't that much a competitor, But I think it's great to make your product 10 times better before entering market than, competing with them as you are doing on the product. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tiana. Great presentation. Okay, so next is Naimi and Jovana. Jovana, the floor is yours.
No, ovako, ovako. Okay. Hello, everyone. Sorry, just a moment. I'm Jovana, a software engineer and one of the founders of Naimi. Naimi is a car rental software that automates booking process. Imagine you need to rent a car in Serbia. The process probably starts with many phone calls to different agencies trying to find a car that's available. Once you find one, you go to the agency, and that's when the real adventure begins. The guy at the register collects documentation, manually filling up forms, and he actually prints a piece of paper which both of you have to sign. Next comes the payment. Most agencies prefer to take cash for deposits because if paid by card, it can take up to 30 days to return. The entire process is so time-consuming for both agencies and customers. Entering agencies, I discovered that they don't use a proper booking system. They mostly use spreadsheets in order to manage their bookings. Our app is designed to automate booking process while providing a wide spectrum of insights, giving agencies a complete business overview. So how do we solve this? Agencies would upload their vehicles to the app during the setup. When a customer comes in, they would select the vehicle, they would select the customer from the customer lists, if it's an existing one. If not, they would add the information about the customer, which is saved for the future rentals. Then the magic link is sent to the customer, where they finish the process by signing the contract and paying for the service, all online. The entire process takes less than 3 minutes compared to previous 30+ minutes. Serbia, we are mostly fighting with spreadsheets, like I said, with a lack of automation, insights, and bad user experience. Next one is desktop apps, which some of the agencies are using, not many, but it's kind of the same as the spreadsheets, just a little bit more specialized, but with same flaws. There is one solution from Cyprus that can be considered as our competitor because they have a Croatian translation, but there is no evidence of any agency using it here. But they look nice and they have pretty nice set of features. On the other hand,
in Europe or globally, there is the best solution would be HQ rental software. They still don't offer payment or online signature. They also don't offer offline mode, which is considered as a much needed feature in this industry. Our unique selling point next to identity validation would be our chatbot, which is used for onboarding process and also for recommendations or insights later on. Our revenue model is based on a monthly subscription where price depends on a company size and a set of features. Serbia, our initial market, has 389 agencies where 99% of them are SMEs, our target customers. Europe, our target market, also have SMEs, they dominate in the industry with more than 260,000 agencies. Next to scaling horizontally, we plan to scale vertically by adding new types of vehicles. Car rental booking software market is valued at nearly 5 billion, with a projection to grow up to 15 billion by 2031. That's our total addressable market. Focused in Europe, it is estimated at 1.4 billion. With 20% captured, we can generate 286 million in revenue. We are a team of 4 software engineers, each with over a decade. Here's my co-founder here. We're all from the same industry. We have over a decade of experience. Did I say that? Okay. We've acquired an advisor from a largest car rental company, Sixt, as you're aware probably of. His role is to give us insights from the industry, gather contacts, et cetera, et cetera. We also gathered our pilot customer that's ready to test our solution. We've also partnered with Motions Cloud, which is a company that helps vehicle damage inspection teams to streamline their process using AI. That way, we covered the part that our app could not cover by implementing their solution into our system.
Yeah, okay, that was great. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
I will start this round. I just want to say you collect a lot of advices during our mentoring session.
Yes,
And
because of you. Thank you.
Yeah, and you made a great progress and you got the first business partner, and that's a big deal. So congratulations for that, because that's one of the hardest things generally to get. So you can start actually testing your solution. You can start getting a feedback in order to really sharp those features that you're going to put your focus on, so you can start a business model and then to create your go-to-market strategy. So great job.
Thank you.
Considering this is your first pitch ever, I think you did a pretty great job. Congratulations. So this model is B2B.
Yes.
Is B2C something that you have considered, or that's not?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you asked. When we gather the agencies using our system, we plan on launching. Actually, our priority was B2C, and we started with that idea, but we saw the need in B2B and solving this problem, interviewing agencies. So we just put this on side, like for later. So when we gather enough agencies, we will launch B2C system that will which is actually the majority of revenue, with the commission, with feature listings, with premium subscriptions, et cetera, et cetera. This is just small amount of revenue that generates, but it's a much needed system. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation. My question is about your timeline. So what is the state of technology now, the level of it, and yes, what is the timeline for the future?
Well, we will focus on our MVP. We are currently building our MVP. So first 4 months will be for the beta version of MVP. We plan on beta launch in 4 months, then launch in Serbia after 8 months, followed by regional expansion by the end of the year. And we plan to start expanding to Europe in the year 2.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you already have some partnership. So what has been the feedback so far?
Oh, they're so pleased to work with us because they see the problem here. But there is still a problem in the region. I'm not talking much about like Europe, like West Side, but more like Romania, Bulgaria. They all have the same problem.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for the presentation. I just want to make a comment. I love that you have your branding on each slide. I think that's really important. It really creates stickiness for us, and I love the name. But I want to ask you about your competition. So it seems there's only one competitor in the region. Why do you think that is? Because that's sometimes a red flag for us investors if there's not a lot of competition for a product.
Well, I talked to many agencies here, and most of them, like I said, are using spreadsheets. But I was afraid of that, that they would not accept our solution because they probably don't need it if they didn't search for it. But they were like, they were not obsessed with like insights and chatbot and stuff like that. But they were obsessed with if you're gonna save our time, yes, we want it. And they were not, I don't know, they were just not thinking about that. There are some agencies that are using those desktop apps and they're charging $300 monthly for them. That's why we put our price the same. So they don't have to like pay more for our product, even if the value is bigger, but for the start. Like I said, the third one, it's not used here. It just has translation in Croatian, so they could use it. People who don't speak English, most of these people in the industry, they don't speak English. So they could use it, but they still don't. I don't know, just they don't think about it still.
Okay, and then thank you for bringing it to the language. When you have you seen any competition in Europe, in the Europe side, since you're planning an expansion there quite soon in year 2? Have you seen any competition there? And then when we look at languages, are you planning to launch in the local languages of each country?
Yes, of course. I think people from that industry are not well educated or not, I don't know. They don't speak like many languages. They don't travel a lot. They just do their job. So we have to translate it to every language where we reach, where we enter. So I show just one. There are 5 to 6 good competitors and they have pretty good features, but they still don't offer online payment and contracts, which actually saves time that we want to do. And
Okay, I will thank you instead of Nella. And then, okay, first of all, I have to say one thing. Can you go to the Tam-Sam-Som slide? So now I have something, the first startup had a really big Tam-Sam-Som. I remember that, and I wanted to ask them, but I then forgot. So yeah, here, I would recommend using bottom-up approach instead of top-down. Bottom up would be you say like the number of retail car rental agencies times your how much money you want to charge them.
Yeah.
And that would be, I imagine, way lower the price.
Yes, but this is focused on Europe.
Okay, the smallest number.
Yeah, it's
the smallest number.
It's from top down, so it's different.
Yeah.
But
So
when we did our projection in Serbia, it was with 100% of agencies, it was 1.3 million euros in revenue if we charge $300 per month.
Okay.
So it's quite big for 389 agencies compared to 60,000 agencies. So it's not that bigger when you compare to Europe. We didn't calculate it for Europe, but
no, I was just referring the SOM part. I think okay. So SOM is for Europe, not for Serbia.
Yeah. Here there is no Serbia here.
Okay.
This is just like target market.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a test market here. We don't plan on like making money here.
Okay. Then with how many of your, let's say, potential customers or how many user interviews did you do?
About 20, little
Okay.
less than 20.
And yeah. Okay. I will save it for here. You're still in the, I would say, in the validation stage. So
Yes.
yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Go for it.
I have just one question. What is your ask?
I ask. We are seeking $200,000 in exchange for 10% equity.
Okay, thank you for
If
that.
someone is willing to give us, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. You can give me the microphone. I know it's attractive, but we need to take it back. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so the next startup is Eleonora. And Eleonora is going to bring us some great experience here. And actually, I'm very excited to hear about it. So please, the floor is yours. Here you go. Clicker, you go down.
Thank you very much. Before time, I wanted, okay, do you hear me at all? I don't hear any effect of this mic.
Here it is. Here
Uh,
you go. That's you, and you go down to go through the slides.
Okay,
Yes.
do you have the time previous to the time?
Yes. Is there.
Okay. Hello, I'm Eleonora. I'm CEO of Mojo AI Media Technologies, and we're a colorful lot. Oh, okay.
No, back.
Come on. Okay, we're a colorful lot, a bunch of very divergent, creative, hands-on problem solvers. We actually have been sitting on several products in AI and having some AI patents too. So our main product is Mojo AI that's basically created to measure digital out-of-home advertisement campaign results, where we use in a computer vision technology and hardware to target audience in real time, performing real-time analysis, and also measure engagements to the ad. Our second one is much more complex than that, actually, and it serves us, representing a very complex cognitive architecture, AI, of course, to provide us with a platform to build AI apps faster, like much faster. In past 6 months, we created 3 apps with this engine, one for hospitality, one for e-commerce, and one that we'll be presenting today. So what's the problem? Actually, in the past 3 years with Mojo AI, we had the opportunity to actually measure what everybody else have been guessing for a whole time, that out-of-home advertising has really, really, really low engagement. And engagement is so low that people actually just take a glance, 2 seconds, and immediately deselect the message. They don't care about the message. They don't care how much millions are spent on it. So how to actually deal with it? You can, as a serious agency, either hire some expensive online to focus groups, neuromarketing research, really expanding the launch time, slowing it down, or target a lower audience, decided you don't care, call it brand awareness campaign, actually. And ironically enough, the both approaches ended the same. It ended with high campaign costs, also lowering campaign ROI. How to solve this? We introduced recently my CFM, which stands for Creative Feedback Module, which is based on my engine and consists of highly complex pre-processes, post-processes, highly specialized agents for marketing alone with customer analysis and fully generated by AI based on advanced cognitive architecture. So what do? You actually just need to send us the ad, we upload it, sets the target market, sets the target audience, and you receive in a few minutes actionable insights regarding design improvement, performance improvement, or engagement improvement, if you like. and you all get it in a report, which is consisted from 3 scopes, each with their own analysis, of course, where to ensure compliancy, human senior designers reviews the whole process. So naturally, we are targeting out-of-home and digital advertisement market, which exploded past COVID. But we're also riding trends of rising AI assistance market, which is trends just to be exploding in the next year. And quite naturally, we will be starting with marketing agencies, firstly in Serbia, then a few months later global, of course, and then expanding it to retailers because they also happen to manage a lot of marketing by themselves. Helping them all, of course, to accelerate campaign launch, target the right audience, increase engagement, and minimize campaign cost, which means basically that we maximize campaign ROI, but also agency ROI, which is very important. So regarding the competition, we have a clear situation here. There's a huge gap on the market for this kind of solution. One is, on the one side, we have social marketing platforms creating posts, giving us some basic AI ad analytics tools like Silence and similar, and it's a hobby level, add-on to existing solution. On the other hand, we have serious marketing research agencies. Oh, 5 minutes, okay. Doing a great job, but not complying with it. Okay. We got a lot more slides to cover, so yeah, that's great.
Let me think of what's left. It was great to listen to your pitch. It's been a while. What's the traction on this new module? I mean, it's new to me as well. So
Okay, it's very new. Actually, code hasn't dried up on it, but as I said, we have a company that has a display network that is able to engage, to measure engagement for 3 years now. And what we did, how we came to Maya CFM at all, at some point to increase sales for the display network, we started generating some basic reports on how to improve the engagement of the ads itself. So we decided to automate it. And when we automated it, when we created MyCFM, we released reports to each and every one of our clients, which are more than 50 of them. Some are great brands, some are small businesses, but regardless of that, we established that actually MyCFM can help each and every segment of those people who are actually basically marketing ourselves with our display network. Their system actually helps them to increase engagement, and we have data to prove it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. I'm just wondering, sorry, I've made some notes here. Where do you get the insights from? What I've heard now is that you take the visual and the content beforehand. I'm asking specifically for out-of-home, out of interest. How do you improve an out-of-home ad, and what kind of engagement can we get with an out-of-home ad?
I can show you a report, sample report later, but because it's already made. But what we can do, you give us an ad, we just upload it to the AI, you tell us your specific market, I presume it's Serbia or any other country. We run it against, you know that, for example, colors, emotional impact of colors is different for various countries and various markets. We actually analyze all that. And if you don't have a specific segment that you're targeting for, we can actually give you a persona that will actually engage with that particular campaign. If you give us, for example, demographics you want to target, we can also give you an analysis against that demographics particular, and then give you a persona within that demographics that will respond very well to the ad.
Thank you. I think out-of-home ads are really, really a tough nut to crack, and we always use them for branding and getting to know us campaigns. I also want to know, what is your ask, and what are you going to use use the funding for?
Okay, just wait a second. I will answer through this one. As we see the need on.
I'm very interested in the business model as well.
But we'll be selling full reports where you can pay as you go, even individual scopes for now. And also bulk packages contain a lot of nice perks as customizable reports and similar, and also bulk discounts. But we will be focusing on getting 3 agencies at first for managed service. Why? Because we want to build this product, to polish this product. We can then practically work with the agencies, polish up the product, and then give them agency aligned, something like this AI assistant for their particular needs. Later on, we also want to, later on, when I say later on, it depends on the money, it can be 6 months and can be a year from now, but we also want to involve generative AI assistants, which will implement, listen to me, implement feedback previous AI has given to increase the engagement. And then, if we are lucky, then we can try it on Mojo AI network, see how it works programmatically, and then send it to the market.
And your ask?
We don't have an ask. Actually, we want 3 strategic partners to work with us to sign up for managed package, because they have actual knowledge, domain knowledge we need. We have money, we have a company, we earn a lot.
Okay.
It's good to have a.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm interested about the money part.
Okay.
So, how much did you already invest
Okay.
in this, like as a company?
In Mojo AI itself for 3 years, or Maya, or
Yeah.
we are evolving in
Okay.
evolving products. On
Okay,
the
so
market,
basically you are a venture studio already. You are a venture studio. That's something that creates startups. So,
Thanks.
okay, in these 3 years.
How much money did we invest? About 200K. How much we earned? Over $1 million. Does it answer to your question? Okay.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. So your revenue is 1 million in these 3 years.
Yeah, because first year,
Okay.
1.5 years were actually R&D.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We are happy with that.
So
Okay, and did you get any outside investments for this?
no,
Okay, and did you go
Didn't
through?
succeed them,
Did you
actually.
go through any incubator, accelerator, or stuff like that?
yeah, I asked for 3 minutes to thank for Impact Hub actually previously, but they didn't give it to me. So I'll use this question as an opportunity to actually thank the Impact Hub for piggybacking on us with a lot of advice, a lot of support during past 10 years. Gaia,
Okay.
even, who is the guy behind the Demise CFM, and now behind the phone, because he's hiding, Gaia and I have met when we were the Startup Weekend Google for Entrepreneurs winners in 2014.
Okay, that's your unfair advantage. Lovely. I mean, you are a great speaker, that's for sure. And I loved how you present things and how you convince us.
I haven't held this actual pitch in 5 years. I'm here because of 10 years of Impact Hub, actually. And I'm not very prepared because I'm CEO of actual company. I don't have a time to do that. Okay, thanks. It was the honesty 100%.
But since you're working with ads, so you know what works well for keeping the attention. So
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
we do that
Yeah.
a lot.
My question is, you mentioned in the beginning regarding the intellectual property of some of
Okay.
your previous products. So how will it work with this one?
Okay.
Do you have
since
proprietary
we-
software or
No,
data
we
set?
have proprietary all
Mhm.
methodology, software, patents. So we have it all proprietary. But what's an actual answer to your question? We don't seek an investment right now, but it can be started because we really want to do a lot of great things with it. So if it happens that we seek investment instead of strategic partners don't know how car works. They don't need to know how Maya works also, just to be straight. But if we are to find an investor for this very newly founded company, then we'll transfer some of the Maya rights. Don't touch Maya, it's off the table, even for investment. It can do a lot of good things. It can do a lot of bad things. We want to full control for now. But for this one, we can actually made a new company and then transfer some of proprietary rights for that company to use my CFM freely, if that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. And just for the end, who is the team? How many people are in the company that are working on this?
Did you hear about scaling out?
No.
Okay, it's when you have a really small team, but you hire additional companies, not teams, to do things for you because you have the money. At some points of the time, between 20 or 40 people, base team up to 8 people, additional contributors and similar up to 15 people, out of companies about 50. Okay.
Thank you, Leonardo. This mama almost burned the stage down, so now we need to be careful here. Okay, thank you very much. This was very exciting. Nothing less I expected. I think that you even burned down the clicker. My God, what are we going to do now? Okay, tech support. Can you help me please with this? Maybe it lost connection. Okay, it's not working. Can somebody please help me? We have only one startup left. Bateria.
Okay, I'm going to start.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to restart it now and most likely it's going to work. Neopil and Olga Petrovich. If nothing else, then I'm going to sit under it and I'm going to change the slides. It's only one startup left. Yeah, thank you. Magic hands. Olga, please come and join us here. Let me just go back. The floor is yours. And now it's working.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Nice to see you. I'm Olga. I'm dentist, co-founder and CEO of New Function, company that stands behind this innovation in orthodontic oral hygiene. Neopil, small pill, but with a big impact. Patients with the fixed orthodontic appliances, these bracelets, are facing a huge problem in maintaining oral hygiene. Even with the proper one, they are having 4 times higher chances of getting cavities and gum disease because of these bacteria that are left behind toothbrushing. That's why we created Neopil, unique, innovative, patent pending device that uses electrolytic technology to pulls out and removes all these bacteria from unreachable places. Patients just need to place Neopil at the same time, at one place at the same time on the upper and lower arc and wait for 30 seconds. After that, they just need to wash their mouth with a zip of water. During these 30 seconds, electric circle is closed between Neopil, wires, and saliva. Bacteria that are negatively charged are starting to move very rapidly from negative to positive electrode and being detached and free to saliva. We based our project on already proven technology, but we are conducting our own research, and we have done with in vitro and also in vivo trial on 39 patients, and we have great results. We have a reduction in the number of bacteria in every patient. At this moment, we talk about more than 50 million of potential users all around the world, people with bracelets. In this case, this is 1.6 billion of euros total addressable market. Since we are targeting in the first 5 years of distribution, US, EU, and South America, we talk about 60 million of serviceable obtainable market. NeoPill cannot exclude any of existing means for oral hygiene. It complements them, and they should be used together. We want to reach the level of oral hygiene in this patient, like the level of oral hygiene in people without bracelets, particularly aiming on these unreachable areas. When we talk about competition, there's a very big players in this market. We talk about Colgate, Unilever, Procter & Gamble, GlaxoSmithKline. And as I mentioned, we do not exclude any of their products. We complement them. And we want to look at these competitors as our potential partners in the future. Team behind this project is equipped with very diverse skills and experience, from dental science, sales, entrepreneurship, finance. We have Milan, who is engineer, and we also have a contract with Dr. Kyle Stanley, who is well-known dentist on the West Coast and also US market expert. So far, we raised 190K. We started with our serial production, and we started with sales in Serbia and regional countries. Our business model is B2B2C. We distribute NeoPill through dental offices and through distributors of dental equipment. And we set up our goal in the fifth year of distribution on 36 million of revenue, which is very reachable with our healthy margin and big production capacities. Now we are asking for 1 million to set our foundation to enter the market, US market. We already established company over there in Delaware, and now it's time to conquer the US market with the biggest potential for us. We're expecting 70% return of investment in the first 6 to 12 months of this distribution, and break-even point at the end of the second year, which includes 100,000 sold units, which is only less than 2% of total market. Thank you very much, and I'm here for your question.
Okay, so I already know Olga, and she went through Labena Ventures Accelerator, so I'm deeply, I would say, involved. I loved your presentation, and it had everything I wanted to hear. But as I said, I'm biased, so I will exclude myself from the voting.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, and I know a lot of the people from the team, and I'm glad that they're involved in the right way.
Thank you.
Maybe a question that you haven't touched upon, and it's interesting to me, regarding the competitors, that is potential partners. Have you had any conversations, any signals from them that they're interested in certain?
Yes, we're actually now in a negotiation phase with biggest distributor in the US market. We are going to have with our second conversation with them in 9 days. Yeah. So yes, we have this big opportunity, which is very scary, actually, since they are a big company and we are small startup. But we have prepared ourselves for that. So hopefully, if they could distribute our product on the US, that's our goal. I mean, that's going to be a totally different presentation next time when we see each other. Yeah.
Please let
Henry
us know.
Stein is the
Let us
company.
know how it all went.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you for the great presentation. We also met briefly previously.
Yeah.
My question is with how many dental offices are you collaborating with in Serbia?
Actually, we are collaborating with distributors of dental equipment because we do not have capacity to cover all the dentists, but they have their network, so we choose to go through that channel. And so far, we have signed 7 contracts. Here in Serbia and in the region, because we cover Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia, Albania, Kosovo, and I hope Macedonia in a couple of days or months, okay? And they have reach, much bigger reach to dental offices than we could. And I mean, we are in constant communication with them and we are collecting our feedbacks. So even from the end users and from dentists as well through them. Yeah.
And what about intellectual property part of it? What you have, do you have a patent in Serbia? And how do you plan to, when you reach the US market, to patent it?
Yeah, we are actually patent pending phase. We started with the national patent protection, and we also started with PCT. I think 2 months ago. So for US and Europe, we are waiting for their response, and we are going to target a couple of countries in the Europe, but the US in total. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Olga. This was very exciting. I see that it's a full house, and I think that's great. I think we have some good energy moving here. So now the lady from the jury are going to come with me. We are going to start the other part of the process. And in the meanwhile, we have a great panel. Our co-founder, Gaia Montelatici, and her guests are going to entertain you with some very interesting takeaway on unconventional leadership. So please enjoy further. And ladies, we go down. Of course you can. It's not just for looking at it. Come here, ladies. Okay, dear ladies, we can come. Oh, you can come back on the stage, please. Here is a mic for you. So we cannot say that we had a easy task to do. So then, you know, because women, we always come to some consolidation and we always find a way, because that is what we do. This time we decided that we actually are going to have 2 best startups for this pitch event. Now I'm going to hand over to Nella, please, sorry.
Okay, guys, so it was a lot of deliberating in that conference room. I don't know if you heard us screaming at each other. No, we didn't really. But we did, over a nice cup of coffee, discuss all of the startups. And like Alexandra said, we decided to have 2 categories, you know, for the startups, you know, one being a more experienced category that's sort of going into their big financing rounds, and then a smaller category that's asking for smaller financing. And so we'll start with the big financing round. That was the last 2 startups. And we decided on the startup because they answered our questions A to Z in their pitch deck. It was an extremely succinct pitch, didn't go over time. And Neopil, if you'd like to come up.
There you go.
It's been a lot of practice. I mean, she's responsible for that. Pitch all day, every day.
Thank you. And bravo, Olga. And the competition was fierce between the first 3 startups, and it was really fierce amongst us in the boardroom. Yeah. We couldn't decide. You all did really, really well. But the startup that we chose for also having quite a succinct pitch deck, and also showing us what the future might look, you know, what the vision is if their startup does succeed. So congratulations, Delphi Oracle.
We like your product. There you go.
This was my second pitch, so thank you very much.
You
Proud,
should really
proud, proud.
give yourselves another round of applause. Give our startups another round of applause.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for bearing and being here with us. I think it's important to say we also chose NeoPill because we believe it's a very good an example for the rising stars in the way how to hold the structure, how to pack the content, how to keep the engagement, and actually to showcase some success in that sense. So very good job in that case. But now I think that we are all thirsty and hungry, and we are hungry for networking. So I am inviting you, all of you, to come down and join us. Thank you once again. This is a big day for us, and thank you for being and sharing this day with us.